Disney and Lucasfilm have been doing everything in their power to ignore the elephant in the room surrounding the Acolyte. And no, by the elephant in the room, I don't mean Leslie Headland, Harvey Weinstein's former personal assistant. No, I mean the fact that this trailer has gotten completely and totally destroyed. The show that we've known about for a few years now that was introduced to us as female focus and would focus on identity politics and diversity and equity. You know, just what everybody wants in their Star Wars content. That it was eventually going to see the light of day, and now it's almost here. Premiering in June, and they just released the trailer a little over a week ago, and the results speak for themselves. Despite StarWars.com and Lucasfilm and Disney pushing the idea that it set a record for how many times it was viewed in the first 24 hours across all platforms. But the thing that they're not saying is the one that's more noteworthy. The fact that the Acolyte has gotten completely and totally embarrassingly destroyed by the fans. Take a look at this. Almost 600,000 dislikes to less than 200,000 likes. Not just the most downvotes, the most dislikes we've ever seen in the history of a Star Wars trailer, but also the first one to be ratioed, and it's not even close. So many more dislikes than likes right now. And predictably, we've already seen, attacks and insults towards Star Wars fans. Star Wars fans are so ungrateful. The Acolyte trailer achieves a disappointing milestone, and it's the fandom that's being blamed to be too toxic to please. Star Wars fandom divided over the new trailer. I'll say this, there's not too much division here. All right, there's almost 3 times as many dislikes as likes. That's not super divided. That's not like a 50-50 split. That is overwhelming dislike. But you see this over here as well from Screen Rant. Why the Acolyte is dividing Star Wars fans. Yes, it's happening again. The first trailer for the Acolyte has divided the Star Wars fan base, but why are some giving such heavy criticism for the show? And of course, I thought this was interesting. Unfounded complaints of the show being woke reveal a troubling undercurrent of racism and misogyny among some Star Wars fans. What, unfounded complaints? Every single time we've heard anything, Leslie Headland has talked about how her queer identity, her experiences as a lesbian are going to be at the forefront of this show. We've heard from nearly every cast member, not about how much they love Star Wars, but instead about their skin color and why that matters for the show that they're in. We know what this series is going to be, and clearly all the fans do as well. And this is to put in perspective how insane this is. Like I said, this is the first Star Wars trailer that we've ever seen get ratioed. It's the only one we've ever seen come anywhere close. I pulled up a bunch of different trailers from across these different years. Let's start with Disney Plus shows. Obi-Wan Kenobi. That was an unmitigated disaster, just for the record. But look, the trailer only got 25,000 dislikes. This thing's at 19 million views 2 years ago. What about The Mandalorian? 22,000 dislikes for The Mandalorian. That had 26 million views 4 years ago. Ahsoka, this is one of the ones that got the most backlash, and I think deservedly so, because I think this show's shit as well. Almost 40,000 dislikes. What about Andor? 23,000 dislikes. Book of Boba Fett, a dumpster fire. Only 7.2 thousand downvotes. But what about the movies? There's got to be some backlash on the movies, right? The Last Jedi. 50,000 on something that got viewed 58 million times. But, maybe that's before people really knew. Rise of Skywalker had to have a lot of backlash, right? Well, it certainly did. 125,000 dislikes for The Rise of Skywalker, but that still is nowhere close to the amount of likes that this thing got. And even something like Solo only had 28,000 dislikes. So this is what we're talking about. This is unlike anything we've ever seen. You're talking about something that has almost 5 times as many dislikes as the Rise of Skywalker trailer. And Disney's just going on pretending like nothing's happening. The fans have rejected this completely and wholeheartedly. The fans despise this, the fans hate it, and it's going to flop. It's going to be a ratings disaster, and a lot of us have known that from the beginning. But the fact that so many Star Wars fans immediately recognize this for what it is and reject it wholesale has been pretty incredible to watch. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comment section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.